Hello everyone, welcome you all. So far we have covered up to flip-flops. What are flip-flops? Different kinds of flip-flops and their timing diagrams. Today we are going to talk about registers and shift registers in particular. So now, first of all, what are registers? Register is a set of flip-flops. Each flip-flop stores one bit, we all know. Hence, a 4-bit register means it has 4 flip-flops. And n-bit register has n flip-flops. That is, n bits are stored. Now, two basic functions are performed by flip-flops in registers, that of data storage and data movement. Data stored in flip-flops needs to be recovered at the output as well. If the data is passed by flip-flop to its adjacent flip-flop only, then it is called a shift register. So, a shift register is a register that allows each of its flip-flops to pass on to its next flip-flop only. Now this figure from Floyd shows the basic data movement in shift registers. There are various ways by which data can be entered and then moved and recovered from shift registers. Data in means entering the data. Data out is getting the output, and the red arrows show the movement of data from one flip-flop to the next. So, what are shift registers? Shift registers are a type of sequential logic circuit mainly for storage of digital data. There are a group of flip-flops connected in a chain so that the output from one flip-flop becomes the input of the next flip-flop. And what is the storage capacity of a flip-flop? The total number of bits of digital data it can retain. Each stage, that is a flip-flop, in a shift register represents 1 bit of storage capacity. Therefore, the number of stages in a register determines its storage capacity. This one we discussed in the last slide also. Now, depending on the movement of the data, there are mainly 4 types of shift registers. Serial in, serial out. That is, now data is entered serially, one at a time, and received serially at the output. Second is serial in, parallel out. The data is entered serially and is received simultaneously in a parallel mode from all the flip-flops. Then the next is parallel in, serial out. The data is entered parallelly, that is together in all flip-flops, and received serially, that is one bit at a time from the output. And then the last is parallel in, parallel out. The data is entered parallelly, that is in all flip-flops the data is entered simultaneously and received parallelly, that is the output is received simultaneously from all the flip-flops. Now let us talk about serial in, serial out shift register in some detail. It accepts data serially, that is one bit at a time on a single line. First one bit is entered, then the next one, and the next one, and so on. Similarly, stored information as output is also taken in serial form, one bit at a time. The bit entered first in the register would be taken out first as output from the register. This figure shows a 4-bit shift register using D flip-flops. We can see that output of first flip-flop is connected to input of the second flip-flop. Output of second is connected to input of third, and output of third to the input of fourth flip-flop. And from its output, final output can be taken. All flip-flops are connected to a common clock. We can see that it's an edge-triggered clock. So all flip-flops will change state on positive edge of the clock. This is the diagram of IC 7491 serial in, serial out 8-bit shift register using RS flip-flop. So you can see that it's a very complicated IC which has a clock, inverter and a NAND gate. Now we can see how bits are entered into a flip-flop using this timing diagram. In the timing diagram, we can see there is a clock at the top and the data input in the next section. So we can see the data is entered serially and finally the same data is received at the output, which is shown by the leftmost corner of the diagram. So thanks, that's all for today. Today we discussed serial in, serial out, shift registers, and then in the next class we will discuss serial in, parallel out.